Manila, July 25, 2025. In a landmark decision issued this morning, the Philippine Supreme Court unanimously declared the impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte unconstitutional. The court's decision was grounded in a long-standing constitutional safeguard that limits Congress to filing only one impeachment proceeding per official within a one-year period.
Background.
Between December 2024 and February 2025, the House of Representatives received 4 separate impeachment complaints against Vice President Duterte. Only the 4th complaint was formally referred to the Senate, but the court found that the first 3 cases, though not acted upon, still counted toward the one-year quota. Article 11, Section 3(5) of the 1987 Constitution states, "No impeachment proceedings shall be initiated against the same official more than once within a period of 1 year." Because the 3rd complaint had already been filed less than 12 months before the 4th, the court ruled the latter automatically invalid, and the Senate lacked jurisdiction to try it. The Supreme Court decision. The ruling was unanimous. The court emphasized it was not ruling on the merits of the allegations, which ranged from misuse of public funds and unexplained wealth, to threats made against President Marcos Jr., his family, and House Speaker Martin Romualdez, but focused solely on the procedural violation of the constitutional rule. Chief spokesperson Camille Ting stated that the House's reliance on the 4th filing breached the one-year bar, so the Senate had no authority to proceed with the trial, implications moving forward. The impeachment case is nullified and cannot be heard by the Senate. No new impeachment complaints against Vice President Duterte may be filed until 1 year after the 2nd complaint's date, likely until February 2026. The court's decision effectively halts any Senate trial, and the mounting allegations remain untested in that forum for now. Political and legal reaction. Supporters of Vice President Duterte viewed the ruling as a vindication of legal due process, while critics warned it represents a misuse of constitutional technicalities to avoid accountability, especially since 12 of the 15 justices currently on the Supreme Court were appointed by former President Rodrigo Duterte, her father. Despite the dismissal of the impeachment complaint, the vice president's legal team reiterated its willingness to face any allegations at the proper time and before the appropriate forum. They welcomed the ruling as a triumph of the rule of law and constitutional boundaries. Meanwhile, observers warn that the decision could significantly bolster her political prospects, especially as she is widely seen as a strong contender for the 2028 presidential election, a race President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is constitutionally barred from joining. What the Constitution and precedent say. Legal experts cite consistent precedent that emphasizes the constitutional bar on multiple impeachment attempts within a year. This safeguard, originally designed to prevent political harassment, was seen as unequivocally violated in this case. In past impeachments, such as those against Ombudsman Mercedes Gutierrez, 2011, and Chief Justice Renato Corona, 2011 to 2012, the one-year rule was invoked only when multiple complaints had been collectively treated as a single proceeding. In Duterte's case, the court found that the complaints were distinct and not concurrent, triggering the one-year limitation. The Supreme Court reaffirmed that the House must observe strict adherence to constitutional procedures, not just technicalities, but substantive safeguards designed to maintain fairness and accountability. Bottom line. The impeachment complaint against Vice President Sara Duterte has been invalidated solely on procedural grounds, specifically, the constitutional prohibition of filing multiple impeachment cases against the same official within a year. While the allegations remain unresolved, the ruling places the impeachment process on hold until February 2026. As legal experts and the public debate what comes next, the case continues to underscore the tension between political maneuvering and constitutional limits in Philippine governance.